passage between Auridon and Grotwood? I have a deal with some privateers. They'll take us across.
Cannon Reeve betrayed us. I found proof. Canon Reeve Villano, member of the Veiled Heritance. No. Too late for me.
Fool. You think you can trifle with the Veiled Heritance and live to tell the tale?
Justice is done. I must return to my squad. Farewell.
valiant rescue of the first Auridon Marines was well-timed. They've driven off the last of the imposters. What news of the traitor Tel'Dor? My father was a traitor to the crown? Orchestrated an assault on his own people?
If you have a letter from the...
slaughtering your soldiers. We can't allow them any recruits, but we need the time you promised us.
us dead doesn't mean we get stopped. If we get ambushed, someone's falling on their own sword.
continuing to fear. Eliminate them!
Fresh flavors. Fresh flavors. Exotic spice.
I sell to the nobility.
My prices can't be beat.
Well, look at that. Now you said I'd find you here, and damn it all if she wasn't. Did I mention how much I hate being a messenger? Here. This should explain everything, sort of. It's a map. We changed location. Never had to use a map before. Amateurs. This one leads to a key to one of our safe houses, and another map. Look, I know you're helping Counselor Eris.
I hope to be done here soon.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here. Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Vea would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father. Redwin records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths, whether important or mundane. Don't sound so offended. You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins. still alive, I see. And since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redoran dungeon. Good for you. Ulron was exiled. That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the... Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother.
What you need.
The Red Mountain?
Working with wood isn't quite the same as working with stone.
Oh, don't mind.
Most merchants are...
Switch in 3.
You look a bit low.
Switch in 3, 2, 1. House Redoran isn't emptying its coffers so you can chase your own tails out here.
You pay the war claws well, because the war claws are the best there is. We have the kitten's scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferhara. Just make sure she doesn't get out of the swamp. I'll take my soldiers and guard the eastern paths, in case she eludes your warriors again. Ah, the Counselor's lackey. I understand you've made... My mercenaries have spotted Veya skulking about the northern portion of the swamp. Between my... Veya's brother. It's a sad story. Killed one of his own soldiers to protect an Ashlander of all things. I think they were being... Ulron always had an unnatural attraction to the Ashlanders and their savage ways. He felt that as you say, Ferhara's war claws take their contract as seriously as you do, however. Get in their way, and I...
Ferhara assumes the Counselor's minions will not present a problem for the war claws. Yes, that's right.
The Outlanders have been warned.
By the three! You really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that. If you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight. Oh, right. Now you mentioned something about that. Look, I can't wait to hear what you learned. But the swamp is... Unfortunately, there's a mob of those beast people between here and the cave. I was going to try and sneak past them, but every time I get too close, I think one of them catches my scent. You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws? I'm impressed. Meet me at the cave when you're finished. I think we have a lot to talk about. Meet me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries.
I can smell the Dark Elf kitten. Looks like we're the first ones here. I'm hurt!
Warclaws! Let's play this outsider!
What do you think of my luxurious accommodations? It's got dirt and rock, fungus and No, that can't be right. Ulron's honorable and noble. He's a model soldier. What could he have possibly done? What? My brother has always been interested in the Ashlanders. Even showed them a kindness the rest of the house doesn't approve of. But for him to kill someone, especially one of his own soldiers... I know the tribe that Oran liked to help. Brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp whenever our father was...
She can handle herself just fine, hero. Vea, grab your things. It's time to go.
Go? Why? What's going on?
The Warclaws are marching toward this cave, along with half the House Redwin soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now.
Damn it! They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
Dealing with an arrogant... dealing with an arrogant, impatient, overconfident young woman. Now I know how... The back tunnels. Better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redwin troops. Councillor Eris brought additional soldiers... One more thing. The back tunnels wind their way through territory that House Redwin recently acquired. We may run into some resistance, but it should...
Does the ceiling look unstable to you?
Search everywhere. Captain Frigg thinks the Councillor's kitten might try to escape through these tunnels.
Damn! Those catboxes are harder to shake than a blind date. This looks promising. Let's give it a try. Does the ceiling look unstable to you? Father ruins everything. I'm so close to finding my brother, and he shows up to drag me back home. You do that for me? Thanks, I guess. But what can you possibly do against all those soldiers? Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me. Once I find Ulran and make sure he's all right, I'll meet with my father. But that meeting will be on my terms, not his.
Halt! Who goes there?
Stand down. These Outlanders work for me. The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Veya has been spotted. Tell me, have you? I also said that the captain has his own resources. The War Claws report to Brivin, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely. Now, it was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. Very well. We'll do this her way. Do as I command, and let them pass.
Certainly aren't Ashlanders, not with those tales.
This is disturbing. I can't believe this. Why allow the Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Redoran thinking? And what in the name of the three have they done with the Ashlanders? My brother often visited this camp. Took me along a couple of times. It used to be such a vibrant place, so full of life. I know House Redoran wants to... If Ulran was here, he'd never stand for the Warclaws invading the camp. He told me the Ashlanders were the same as you and I. Different beliefs don't necessarily make people bad. We need to see if we can... I really want to help, but Naryu won't hear of it. We don't get our hands dirty unless there's a writ attached. She's so fond of reminding.
Veya, I don't think this is a good idea. We're trying to keep you out of House Redoran hands, remember?
You're not my parent, Naryu. I can take care of myself, even if the Mother of Blades doesn't think so.
Damn it, Veya. You know I hate that title.
If I'd realized how popular this camp was going to be with Outlanders, I would have moved... Ah, Ulran the Exile. He disgraced his family and lost his status, but remained true to his heart. Ulran is here. He tried to stand against the Red... I assume they dragged him off to the mine, along with most of the tribe who refused to let those tribunal dogs walk all over us. Or should I say tribunal cats in this instance? It's a small hole in the ground, But it served us well until the Redderans and their war claws arrived. Now they toss my people aside and lock the door. Warclaw Irgazar carries the key, but there is a spare in the supply yurt. Get the key to the mine from either the Warclaw's commander or the supply yurt, whichever suits your needs. Perhaps you'll find what you seek. To keep the head and the body separate. As long as I'm here, I can't offer my people hope or advice. And I certainly can't compel them to rebel. I have no doubt. However, my place remains with my people, at least for now.
Veya, stay back. You don't need to see this.
What happened here? Oh gods, they murdered these poor Ashlanders! Oh no! Oran! Oran! Wake up, please! You can't be dead. You just can't!
Veya shouldn't have had to see this. Even I'm finding it hard to believe that the mercenaries would slaughter these Ashlanders for no reason. Not to mention the son of a house councillor. Doesn't make any sense. I suppose anything could happen in the heat of the moment. But to kill a Redderan, even an exiled one, that's presumptuous even for the war claws. I wonder if Eris knows about this. I'm not sure how Veya's going to get her answers now. I've seen these before. They use them in Eastmarch to record and send important messages. They're expensive and as rare as a sober Nord, but Oron was always attracted to the contrivances of other cultures. Shall we see what it has to say?
If you're listening to my voice, know that my time is short, and what I have to say is important.
Brother, is that you?
Everything that happened was a deliberate act to discredit me. I need to report the events so my sister can learn the truth about her brother. You have to understand, I don't share my house's hatred and distrust of Ashlanders. So, during my normal patrol, when I heard that Ashlanders had come to Balmora and were causing trouble, I was dubious to say the least. I arrived to find one of my soldiers arguing with the Ashlanders. He spat at them, called them savages. When one of the Ashlanders objected, my soldier drew his sword. Before I could intervene, my soldier's blade struck him down. I ordered the soldier to stand down, but he ignored me and stepped toward the second Ashlander. I killed my own soldier. I had to. Before I knew it, I was dragged before the Red. I believe I was set up for this fall, but I don't know by who. I came to this camp for shelter, but House Redoran's reach grows ever longer. Now Captain Briven's here. I'm going to talk to them, just in case I made this stone for my...
Oran! Damn it! What am I supposed to do now?
I agree with Ulran's assessment. Certainly sounds like someone led him into a situation guaranteed to make him fail. I can't believe he put this burden on Veya, though. What was Ulran thinking? I didn't say that. I'm just not sure how to proceed. We're entering dangerous waters here, going up against House Redoran. And we don't even have a writ to protect us. I'm going to take Veya and head back to our safe house in Balmora. They found our cave, but the abandoned basement is still secure. After that, I'm not sure. The Morag Tong has rules. If I break them, I'll have to deal with the consequences. We can't just kill with wild abandon. We follow a code. We only execute those whose names appear on sanctioned writs. If we kill respectable citizens without a writ, that's just murder. So, without proof, you do that. But be careful. We're not sure who in the House Redoran is involved, and I'd rather not see you wind up like these poor Ashlanders. How may I serve?
And so the Outlander returns, as we discussed in the swamp. I expected you to return with Veya. Complication? What kind of complication? I ordered my soldiers to stand down and let you do things your way. No, that's not possible. My son was banished, ordered to leave Vardenfell and never return. Why would he disobey me and go to those savages? Veya was with you? And you left her out there? By the three, everything is unraveling no matter how hard I try to maintain control. Tell my daughter I'm sorry. Tell her she needs to stay away until I can calm things down. If you'll excuse me, I need some time to consider everything you've told me. Once I determine the best way to proceed, I'll contact you. In the meantime, make sure Veya stays. The captain serves House Redorin with honor and dedication. He's out doing his job. If Brivin had anything to do with my son's death, he would have reported it to me. He'd have no reason to keep... I'll speak to Brivin when he returns. But understand, the captain operated under my... It was never meant to be an attack. I sent Captain Brivin to clear land that already belonged to House Redorin has been slowly expanding in that direction for years. We claimed that area almost a year ago, but we were forced to temporarily abandon it when a massive ash storm hit. Before we could return, the Ashlanders moved in. Redorin depends on that land for hunting and resources. The Ashlanders are like a plague of insects. They sweep into an area, take everything, and move on.
Can I help you?
Outlander, over here! Now you told me what you found in the Ashlander mine. I can't imagine what Veya must be going through right now. Nayu has responsibilities to tend to. Morag Tong responsibilities. Understand? She left me to keep Veya company, but I'm not very good at spouting words of comfort and solace. You do understand. And now you implied you're as dense as the ash storms coming off Red Mountain. Good to know even the Mother of Blades can be wrong. One other thing. Nayu's job concerns House Redorin. That's why she didn't want Veya to accompany her on this one. Veya's grief-stricken, angry, and ready to lash out at anyone and anything, so keep your head low and try. I have experience getting on a lot of people's bad sides. Women, especially, find me exasperating, irresistible, but carefully, and with your hands empty and clearly visible. She's in the safe house beneath bar. Something about who Nayu's target is.
Oh, it's you. Sorry about that. Did Arshel send you to check up on me? I swear, the next person that treats me like a child is gonna find my dagger in their stomach. Gods, I'm not mad at you. No, I don't think so. It's just been difficult. Finding poor Ulran in the Ashlander camp. I need to be doing something. Sitting down here in the dark, I know, but Nariu's writ. It involves a Redoran counselor. Exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. The counselor knows who set up my brother. We need to talk to her before Nariu executes the writ. Do this for me, and I promise to stay here. Well, Nariu wouldn't tell me any specifics, but she trained me well. It wasn't hard to sneak a glance at the writ before she took off. Her target's at Arenim Manor, out in the swamp, not far from that smell. I appreciate you agreeing to see what you can learn at Arenim Manor. My father used to say it was used by counselors as a retreat, but Mother always told me. You did? How did he take it? I mean, he didn't know. Really? I suppose that makes sense. I think he loves us, in his own way. But what else did he say? He didn't expect... My father doesn't know his children as well as he thinks. Either of them. That's why I had to get away. I can't agree to that. I need to figure out what happened to my brother. Who was in... That's all I've been doing. Thinking. And I think Ulran was right. I think someone... Brivon's as stubborn as my father when it comes to following the rules and regulations of House Redoran. Ulran and Brivon were best friends. Even if... Politics, foreign relations, the Ashlanders, you name it.
What do you want?
expected you hours ago, hero. It's not a lot to keep an assassin waiting. I was wondering how long it was going to take Vea to convince you to follow me. But she thought I didn't notice when she glanced at my writ, didn't she? Where is my overly curious apprentice, by the way? I know Vea wants answers, but this is my job. There are rules, especially where the lords of the great houses are concerned. First, don't kill any veterans. That's a violation of my writ and could have serious consequences for both of us. Second, you sneak around and search for anything that pertains to Ulron. We need to be invisible. These things work best when no one but the target knows we're there. If you get spotted, you're on your own. I even cough on anyone without a writ, and the Morag Tong will have my head. It's unusual, but not unheard of. True, most writs taken out against the houses target low to mid-ranking officials. The Grand Master is cautious when it comes to accepting such a... Councillor Dovera has been conspiring with House Drez to promote the slave trade and avoid scrutiny by Redrin and Pact officials. She played a dangerous, but I'm not privy to the laborious investigations that took place. In cases like these, though, the target usually becomes complacent and lets her guard down. She made a mess. Now I get to clean it up, for the good of Dunmer society. That's the question, isn't it? It nags at us the way the Torchbug nags at the brave little scrib in those children's stories. Once we discover who Ulron's Torchbug is, we'll have a clearer understanding of why they set him up and why he had to die. I'm not saying that. Accidents happen. But they certainly made sure Ulron was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Both in Balmora and again in the Ashland. Riven's name keeps coming up. At the very least, he was Ulron's best friend once. He might be able to shed some light on Ulron. Vea's my apprentice, and I'll decide when she's ready to take on a mission. She's been through a lot, and her actions reflect on me and my status in the Morag Tong. She may not appreciate it right now, but I'm trying to keep the both of us on track. That's how it works. Her actions are my actions. There have to be. My order came this close to being eliminated. It's only recently that we've started to make a comeback, and only in Dunmer territory. The front door's guarded like a bank vault. Maybe there's another way in through one of the buildings by the docks.
Keep your weapons sharp and close.
do not want to get on my bad side. Trust me.
You can find pertaining to Uran. I've got a dagger and a writ with Councillor Dolvara's name on them. So House Redoran issued an advisory against the Morag Tong? Fat lot of good that's going to do the Councillor. Damn the luck. I was hoping for a quick stab and go, but it seems the Councillor might actually know something about Uran. Not yet, hero. Let's make one more sweep before we confront our target. If we don't find anything, maybe we can ask for an invitation to the upcoming council meeting. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer our questions. So Councillor Dolvara does know something about Vea's brother. Damn it all. Now, of course we do. I specifically waited for you to arrive because I think we discovered that the next meeting of the High Council will take place at the consulate outside Balmora. That means we have to get Dolvara to spill her guts before I spill her guts.
Keep it down. You'll wake the dead. His fate was such that
Be quick with your questions, hero. When I slip in, so do my daggers.
Ah, you must be here about those pesky patrol schedules. After all that clandestine correspondence, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Now, come closer so we can celebrate our partnership in a proper fashion. Well, look at you. I'm impressed. The last person House Dres sent over was so much more scruffy. I have a meeting with House Halal, the noble's banished son. Why does House Dres care about that? Never mind. Anything so we can get to the good stuff. Ulron was tested and found wanting. Chose the life of a savage. Ulron's dead. I hadn't heard. As to who was behind the test of Ulron's loyalty, what does that matter? He failed and paid the price for his poor.
You aren't clever enough or pretty enough to avoid what's about to happen, Dolvra.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you people?
I'm a Morag Tong with a writ that says you're a criminal and a traitor. That means I get to end your miserable existence. Take another look around, hero, and see if you can find anything else related to Ulron. More proof that Dolvra was in bed with both House Hlaalu and House Dres. That's Captain Briven's seal. I suppose our evil counselor courted favor wherever she could find it. The good Captain Briven appears to be more involved in Ulron's fate than I had imagined. He never struck me as the type to use murder and deceit to get ahead, but that's the problem with greed. It causes decent people to make stupid choices. Or he's trying to hide something. The letter mentioned an intact squad sent to scout the old fort. You need to get out there and see what those soldiers know before Briven gives them new orders and they disappear. I suppose she's probably pulled tight as a bowstring waiting to hear something. Go talk to Vea while I present my writ to the authority.
I'm sure we both know what services I offer. I've got what you need. You bring it.
My workshop is your...
Oh, don't mind the big chunk. I could give you a song in...
Back again? Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters. Oran's dead and nothing. What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redoran honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk. More rules. I thought we were beyond those kinds of limitations. Look, I need to figure out who's responsible for Oran's death. House councillors, Redoran soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is. Riven was Oran's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Asher, you might be the only friend I have left. So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes, and there's no time to waste. That fort's near the cave where I was hiding. Last time I was there, the fort was crawling. We'll get Vatala and his soldiers killed. I know the process. Turning in a writ can take hours, maybe even an entire day. I'll leave Naryu a note. She can meet us at the fort. I'm going. Either come with me or let me gather my gear and write a note for Naryu. I'll meet you near the Hlormaran stronghold. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that we'll learn who's responsible for Oran's death soon. Then blood will flow. As far as I'm concerned, rules got my brother killed. They don't apply to me anymore. Besides, to find the soldiers, we're probably going to have to carve a path through those cultists. The Morag Tong won't care about that. That's what the handbook says. Look, I know what Naryu's done for me. To keep me safe, I appreciate that. But this is about what they did to my brother. Nothing else matters. Not Naryu, not you. No, never. You and Naryu aren't my enemies. I just need to get justice for Ulran. Otherwise, I know Vatala. He's a typical Redoran soldier, loyal to a fault. Always spouting nonsense about house and honor above all. Ulran had a habit of putting the needs of others ahead of his own. He probably told Vatala and his soldiers to remain quiet. You're here, I'm here, the damn cultists are here. You know who isn't here? Vatala and his... Naryu's probably busy clearing her writ, and we don't have time to wait. This opportunity to learn more about what happened to Olran won't last much longer. We need... Fine. You wait for Naryu. I'm going to go and find those soldiers. Their orders were to scout the old stronghold. I suggest we search along the outskirts. A bedroll, still wrapped and ready to use. Standard issue for a Redoran soldier. A Redoran officer's sword. No Redoran soldier would leave that behind willingly. We need to find...
Do you think we can complete the ritual with a different item?
Corporal Darvel. I knew him. But the others, they're civilians. They must have taken Tellan's soldiers inside. Let's find the soldiers and get out of here before these stupid cultists realize what's happening.
Who's that? We won't let you take us without a fight. Wait, Bea, is that you?
Thank the three! You're all still alive.
I'm not sure what you and Vea are doing here, but let us out. Then we can return Vea to her father. Councillor Eris has been terribly worried since she disappeared. This isn't the time or the place to have that discussion. Get the key to this cage and then we can find a One of the cultists carries the key. I don't think he's too far away. We hear him patrolling around every...
You find the key. Me and Vatala. We're going to have a little chat while we're waiting.
Vea, I'm just trying to protect you.
From what? The truth? Oh, please. I want to know who did this to my brother.
Ah, another sacrifice for the Prince of Bargains.
Vea, wait! You can't leave us like this. I knew I shouldn't have told Veya the truth. I just made everything worse. Please let us out of here. We have to stop. I told her what she wanted to hear. I was with Captain Ulran the day everything happened. I was commanded to lure the Ashlanders to town and set up a situation for Ulran to deal with. My orders were to invite the Ashlanders to Balmora to trade, send some local toughs to instigate a commotion, and then get Ulran to investigate. It was just supposed to be a loyalty test. Who expected Ulran to kill his own soldier to save a savage? Captain Briven, though he was still a lieutenant at the time. As soon as I explained all this to Veya, her face turned dark and she stormed out of here. I think she's going to Balmora to kill him. You need to let me out so I can warn the captain. Thank you. Now, get to Balmora and stop Veya before she does something she'll regret.
Get your ass over here, hero. We've got a situation and it's not good. I leave you and Veya alone for a couple of hours and everything goes to oblivion in an ore cart. Why did Veya leave the safe house? And why is House Redren tearing the city apart to find her? You did what? I suppose you thought that was a good idea? Well, the damage is done. That explains why Veya broke into the kin house. I'm not sure what happened in there, but she certainly stirred up the Redren soldiers. Veya might still be inside. Or she might have given them the slip. She could be anywhere by now. If Veya kills Briven without a writ, the Morag Tong and House Redren will both want her head on a silver platter.
Scour the streets, search the buildings. Veya R'Leth does not leave this city.
This is just awful.
The gods have abandoned me.
What's the meaning of this? Where are the soldiers? If you're looking for my husband, I'll tell you the same thing that I told that brazen young woman. The council is meeting outside Balmora, and Briven is protecting the councillors. Now, if you don't mind, I've had more than enough excitement for one day. I could barely make sense of the nonsense she was spouting. It was Veya, Councillor Eris's daughter. Everything she said was a ramble. Something about my husband betraying her brother, that my Briven had to suffer just as she was suffering. She had a knife, but no, she didn't harm me. She said her brother wouldn't hurt an innocent, that I wasn't responsible for his death. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? Because you shouldn't get involved. That young woman will hasten her own death if she thinks she can get past my husband and his soldiers. But if you insist, the meeting is taking place at the garrison north of Balmora. Dead soldiers. They were just protecting the kin house.
Why must I?
I'll go stay with my sister in Vivek.
Why go on?
Curse my lord.
You there. Are you a miner? What in Oblivion happened? I'm Shatasha, a Dwemer special. I was invited to survey some Dwemer ruins that... Over here, they appear to be in some sort of catatonic state. Something's wrong here. Don't they know we're here to help? Look at them. Someone's going to have to fight through that. Something has altered these Korma. I've never seen anything like it. Restless madness. I like you for tactical reasons. I have full confidence in your ability to handle this. constructs. Stand back. We've been looking at they're the most docile. Legend has it that the Dwemer left Rekugans centuries before they themselves vanished from Tamriel. They embarked on an exodus from the city when the Aedra supposedly cursed their masterwork, the Great Engine. If we have to find the engine, if we disable it, the ruins will be safe to explore.
tell me you found Vea. I can already feel the cold steel of the executioner's blade on the back of my neck. Is Vea trying to get herself killed? You can't just barge into a Redren garrison and ask the soldiers to stand aside while you murder their captain. We have to get to her before she gets to Brivin. She murdered soldiers without a writ. This is a dark path she's decided to follow. And unless we play this just right, it's not going to end well for any of us.
All the Redren soldiers. Did something happen? I wonder if it has something...
The soldiers will find her. I heard she slaughtered everyone in the king's house. That girl was...
I don't like the looks of this. Brivin is using war claws to patrol the garrison instead of Redren soldiers. Either House forces are stretched thinner than I thought, or Brivin wants to justify the use of mercenaries to the council. Maybe nothing, maybe everything. We know Ulron refused to employ mercenaries. He hated counting on thugs to do the right thing. I expect the Redren Council feels the same. Maybe Brivin's trying to show them what the War Claws can do. The War Claws may be a blessing in disguise. I can explain killing these bastards a lot easier than trying to wipe Redren blood off my hands. Let's go stop Vea. I'm ready when you are. There's no stealthy way to approach this. The front door's our only option. Then we track down Brivin, find Vea, bonk her on the head, and get her out of here before she does something I can't fix. Easy as gore apple pie.
Do not let yesterday take up too much of today.
Glad to see we all made it. Now let's find Brivin before Vea skewers him. Like many Redren structures, this place is huge and designed to serve a multitude of purposes. We're going to need to split up to cover it all. We must find Brivin and keep him alive until I can talk some sense into my damn... He's going to be as mad as a bull netch and twice as ugly. Provided we can actually convince him we're here to save his sorry hide, and that we're not part of a plot to kill him and the councillors. Just another day at the fair, right, hero?
You can't be too careful when you're picking your enemies.
Nothing yet, eh? I hear voices behind this door, but it's locked tight. Keep looking, hero. I haven't so much as heard. So much as heard. It's always important to figure out where a target keeps its wine. In this case, down in the cellars. And I'll figure out how to get this door.
You will give Khajiit some moon sugar, yes? If the meat of shaved skin is tasty.
Yes? They have interfered for the last time.
Sounds like a... You! What are you doing here? Explain yourself! What in the name of the three are you up to? I thought you worked for Counselor Eris. You better have a damn good reason for killing the mercenary leader. I ought to sound the alarm and let her warriors deal with the likes of you. Veya? She's barely out from under her mother's apron and she presumes to judge my actions? No matter. Whatever your motives, nothing justifies the blatant killing of Ferhara and her mercenaries. Counselor Eris can't protect you this time, Outlander. Ah, now everything becomes clear. Veya learned something of her brother's fate and wants to retaliate. Then let her come. But know this, I merely set the events in motion. I didn't conceive the plan. You're looking for the responsible party. Then look no further than Counselor Eris. He wanted to prove his son's loyalty to the House, to show that Oren's fascination with the savage Ashlanders hadn't corrupted him. Well, look how that turned out. A test Oren failed. Eris was devastated when his son sided with the savages, and his daughter ran away. He decided to resign his position. He'll make the announcement today. Eris hopes to restore his family, but I think it's a lost cause.
That's for Oren. Choke on your own blood, you bastard. My father, the entire council, they're all guilty. They all have to die. I have to do this, so stay out of my way.
Veya actually did it. She killed Brivin in cold blood. Vea killed Briven. Without a writ. It was pure, focused rage. I never expected her to go through with it. If Vea doesn't get herself killed up there, the Morag Tong will hunt her down and execute her, like a rabid gua. Her and me both. I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do. Vea can't be allowed to kill the counselors. We have to stop her. It's more than me and Vea's lives on the line. The Morag Tong only recently began to find acceptance again. Vea's actions don't just reflect badly on me. They could be used to force us back into the shadows, maybe even disband us all together. We're both going to have to answer for this. We have to get ahead of her. Cut her off. There's a door on the main floor, near the kitchens, that should allow us to come at the council meeting from another direction. I was able to get it open when I was scouting around up there. Let's go. Nothing's more important than reaching the council meeting. If the mercenaries get in our way, cut them down.
Everyone, calm down. Counselor Eris will yield. We're safe here. There's no need to panic.
No need to panic? She's cut down every mercenary in her way. Her father won't be able to stop her.
Vea's getting close. We're running out of time.
Scatter!
Let me try to open this door.
Vea, daughter. I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Come on, stubborn, stupid
Father, why? Does the house really matter more than your own son?
I needed to protect Ulron, to prove his loyalty. If I could do it all over again.
But you can't. None of us can. That's why I have to do this.
That's an order!
I'm not your apprentice anymore. The house has grown corrupt, evil. That's why all the counselors have to die. No more rules! No more secrets! House Redoran falls today!
Enough, Vea! This isn't the way! Vea's down. It's over.
So much bloodshed. So much needless death. If only Eris would have listened. Outlander, we should speak. I think we can help one another. The Morag Tong agent. She cares deeply for Vea, doesn't she? It takes great courage to go against your heart and do what you know is best. You both did that by protecting the Council. For that, you have my thanks. A series of regrettable decisions led to this family tragedy, and most of them were made by Eris Relith. I knew of Ulron's compassion concerning the Ashlanders. It was unorthodox, but not worthy of the punishment meted out. Eris convinced Brivin to test Ulron. Then the two of them decided to slaughter the Ashlanders. Oh, the Council allowed itself to be convinced that exile was an appropriate punishment, but we were wrong to let it go as far as it did. I didn't say that, but we're not butchers. We do not hire mercenary thugs to wipe out an entire people. This gathering was to deal with that. Eris planned to step down, and we were going to demote Brivin for the part he played. House Redoran behaved poorly. Morag Tong rules were violated. I suggest we make sure these details never see the light of day. Leave the bodies where they are. We will say that Veya died protecting her father and the Council from the War Claws. Cooperate with House Redoran and hold your tongues. It's as simple as that. I shall return to the Council meeting and conclude our business. When we're finished, I expect you and Nayu.
I'm not sure about this. It's a generous offer, but those are some big secrets to sweep under a rug. Besides, Veya isn't dead. The High Counselor thinks we killed her. The deal hinges upon all of us forgetting this sorry mess ever happened. Besides, once Veya regains her senses, there's every likelihood that she'll try to kill the Counselors. When have I ever been able to convince Veya to do anything she didn't want to do? There's Redoran blood on Veya's hands. Once the Morag Tong ties those unauthorized murders to her, she's as good as dead anyway, and more than likely. I don't see many options. We can either finish off Veya now and go along with the High Counselor's deception, or we slip out of here with Veya and send her far, far away. She broke her vows and deserves to die. I know that. You're right. If anyone's to blame for all this, it's me. I wasn't a good enough mentor. Go on. I'll get her out of here before the Council notices and meet you in Balmora.
This one wonders if the meat of shaveskins is tasty.
How many times have I told you not to stick your blade in your apprentices, Nayu? She'll live, but she can't stay here. Not after what she's done.
I've got that covered. Veya won't be staying in Vardenfell. Ashur did an outstanding job. For an assassin, he's got a gift for the healing arts. Veya's going to live. Now I just have to convince her to listen to me this time. And as far as she knows, she did. Now Veya needs to disappear. Otherwise, both Redrin and the Morag Tongue will go after her. Believe me, nobody survives that kind of attention. Veya didn't ask for everything that happened. She only wanted justice. I've arranged for a ship captain I know to meet us in Vivec City. From there, Veya will sail to Somerset and rendezvous with an associate of mine. He's kind of furry and a bit of an arse, but he's good people. As long as everyone sticks to the bargain, I go about my usual business. A writ here, a nice bath there, maybe a few intimate encounters along the way to relieve the tension. You understand? Always, hero. Oh, hey, I want you to have this. Something to remember me by until we meet again. I hope you don't leave here with the impression that all—
Nari! What happened?
Quiet, Veya. Rest now. We can talk later.
House Talvani still keeps slaves?
How else do those lazy mages accomplish it?
Working with wood isn't quite the same. There's an orc living in Dark Elf territory. My workshop is your...
I can buy your goods.
What does security mean? House Hlaalu maintained.
As I'm sure you've all noticed, the Elden Tree is impressively tall. Equally impressive is that Warren Arrowhead's throne lies in the tallest
Well, you don't look crazy. It's fun, isn't it? Scrapping all those clanking, sputtering. You'll have more than a few battered. You made us proud today. Now get out.
You return resembling a drowned rat. Then you did not soften in the tropical clime, where nature, the present actually. You have done well today.
Show your teeth. Lair of Marsalak. Some foul dragon's taken up roost. The dragon's lair is seething with the seeds of its corruption, like some kind.
Selling.
It's not a good day to travel, but...
Of course. Well?
You're just the type Sergeant Antibes is looking for.
The woods are no place for a princess.
What do John and George
Conrad,
send us
a word.
now?
Someone's going to have to fight through that. Something has altered these Quama. I've never seen anything like it. They're as aggressive as the miners. I'm going to stay right here, patrol and protect the peasants. I have full confidence in their ability to handle this.
Didn't a whole lot. About time someone showed
I felt the magic of shockwave from here. I take it you thank the Divines. I don't even want to think what might have happened.
You have the stench of... Did your eyes start bleeding recently? You didn't cough. Anyone ever dare? Did your eyes start bleeding?
I've killed Hearthwife. Lair of Marsalak.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
I suppose one does not know.
Starting to make a name. Now, I usually...
Names are like noses.